Welcome back to the MapleGRC CyberSecure Canada implementation. This is the 7th video, and today, or now, we're talking about incident response planning. So, one of the requirements in the standard is to have an incident response plan and also to test that plan. So, how do you manage this in Maple? Usually, this comes after you've completed the requirements here. So it's here and it's blocked for me because the system is trying to push you to make sure you apply this. But it's also on the left side here under Response, Incident Response Plan. So I'm going to go there. Once I log in here, I'll find it empty and there aren't any plans yet. And there's a question here that I can explain more. What do you need to do? But first, I need to start adding incident plans. And we create incidents based on the threats, meaning it depends on the type of incident. There are different plans and different people we can reach out to for the cybersecurity audit. You need to start with one or two and then have a plan to roll out the rest as you go. So I'm going to start with the first one here. Access sensitive data and systems. And I click Create, and once I do that, it will create it for me right away. But it's just like the policy, it's just empty and has sections. It doesn't know much. It needs to understand what systems I'm using, what controls I have in place, and so on. Then, based on that, it will suggest a plan for me. So I'm going to click on Analyzer, and this is a demo environment. So it might not be super accurate because, as we've seen, we haven't actually applied any of the technical controls that I'm supposed to. But let's see what it looks like. And up here at the top, there's also a planned test date, because that's a requirement. So usually you do that about a week later, and we'll go over this quickly. But this part is really just about getting everyone, the team, to read the policy and what we call tabletop exercise, which means, people just talk it out. That could be a Google Meet, a Microsoft Teams call, or a Teams call, just 5 minutes where everyone, signs in, looks at the document, reads it, and then just talks it over together. Hey, I clicked on a link. Now I have a phishing issue. Who am I supposed to call, or what do I need to do? I've shared the file, like this one here. This is, for example, when someone accesses sensitive data they shouldn't be seeing. They shouldn't see it, so what are they supposed to do? Anyway, it's done, so I'm going to click Fail All and let's see what it looks like. So it will generate the objectives again for my incident. Regarding what I need to do throughout the process, I can make changes here. For example, I can change the phone numbers if there are any to make it much more, controlled. And it says here, contact info. So that's usually the IT person or someone technical who will help you with the incident if it happens. So, I think I'll just stop here for now. I'm going to go back and we'll see it here. And I can click View Plan. And when I click View Plan, it takes me back to read it in read mode, so it just explains the process in a very simple and easy way. I can export it, and that export becomes, a document like this that I can share with others. It will go automatically. That's it for the incident response plan. Now I have to test it. So you need to set a date for that call. That's something you'll have to do. It's pretty straightforward, and the system will also send you an email with a video explaining it. But you really need to get people to sit together and just read through it. Usually, customers do this in about 20 minutes. And once it's done, we can say it's published, meaning it's official now. And we can also assign who's responsible if such incidents happen. One of the things people can do as well, when an issue happens, is come here and report the incidents. So part of that training is that people will go through incidents, which is fine. That's all right. An example is phishing, right? Someone actually clicks on the link and enters their username and password. and then they realize they've become victims. It's okay. They can come back here to Maple and report it here. All right. So they can report it. It has to be a plan that's already published. And, unless someone is reporting it on their behalf. And they can select which tool was affected, right? So if something happened, obviously 65 in this case, or maybe multiple tools, right? So it connects your systems. And they can just say what happened, right? And then from their point of view, what happened? They can answer this question or leave it blank, or IT can fill it in. And this works like a log, so I can save it and always go back to edit it. But at some point, we need to fill in all the information about it, because part of the process is to log all the issues. And this is how we can train and learn from them, and also celebrate reporting an incident instead of a business disruption. And it's self-explanatory. We recommend that admins fill in this section, not the end users. But users can also fill it in, since everyone will have access to generate an incident report. This is one way. Some companies have an internal ticketing system for this, but if you don't, you can just go through it here again. There is also a training for this that you will receive once. Publish it here, and you can upload the files here as well. For example, if we had this call with your team, you could record it and upload it here. This also allows the auditor to see that you have a plan in place. By doing this, we've completed the last item in CyberSecure Canada. Again, it doesn't show up here because I need to close all of these items first. But just by doing this, we can now move on to the last item in the final video. And I just want to make a video for it, which is about the certification of the process. So that was incident response planning and testing. The next one is the certification of the process. See you there.